Sorry about that, guys. We're just now getting it ready. This stupid game. I can't wait to go on F1 22, to be honest. Cause, well, to be honest, I was saying that about F1 2020, but saying that about this game, but I don't know.
It'll be like this in another 3 seasons when we're at the end of the next game. We just have to.
Oh, Woodsy's forgot his setup. Oh.
Oh, guess what that called for? Another restart.
No.
Pain. Aid doesn't want to go through that pain.
I'm not restarting it again now. It wasn't my fault that Hasboomer lagged out. So and besides, this race doesn't really mean much anyway, because he's technically a tier 4 driver anyway. So there you go. So off this restart, it's Sam Steed from Harry, from Raz, from Woodsy, from Mac, from Alpha Sparks, from Ryan, from Breakout, from Thrasher, from... And Alpha Sparks also forgot his setup.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Well,
they are going to be slow as...
What you can do that with you can do without it for 18 laps. With your last ever 18 laps on this game. I said that last time. No, that's the last ever 18 laps in GSR on this game. But that's corrected. Unless you're doing tier 2 reserve tomorrow. Oh, and a couple of cars are ghosting. I'm assuming they're in AI mode.
Well then, here we go now. Ready for part 2 of tier 3, final round of tier 3 season 6. Here we go then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Part 2 of this race now gets underway as it's a good start from Sam Steed. But Harry then, he's got a better one. He's tried up the inside and Harry is through into turn 1 as Riles and Woodsy now going side by side. Riles remains in that position. Ryan's got up 2 positions off the start.
Might go side by side.
So is Thrasher, and Hasboomer's already got up 6 positions. So it turns out he didn't even need the extra positions, because he's almost got it back already, as he's now already up 7 positions. But Harry has taken the lead off the second start, and he is now leading, as of course the drivers have to stop on this second part, because otherwise they'll get disqualified. Of course, there's not a lot we can really do about that. But Harry now leads from Sam, from Raz, from Woodsy, from Ryan, from Sat, from Mac, from Haas, from Thrasher, from Mickey. Mickey's now spun, never mind, so that's now Breakout and LH Mercedes. But that was a great start from Harry. Through the centre S they now go, side by side between Ryan and Woodsy. Alpha Sparks, well, he forgot his setup anyway, so I'm not surprised.
That'll be Alpha Sparks' season over.
I've got so many pings, it's not even funny. Alright, so but Sam is now really close, as is Riles. Woodsy and Ryan have fallen off the back of those two. Of course, we've still got 16 laps to go, technically, out of the 36 we had. LH Mercedes gets the penalty. You can kind of think about this as kind of the second part, really, because because, well, technically had 2
Oh,
parts through no
that
fault of our own as
is
that thrashes round. So that means now Haas is back up into 6th already, as someone's got a...
he's into 5th, look at his pace.
Haas is now back into 5th, so he's pretty much exactly where he was off the safety car restart now.
Haas's pace is like a hot knife.
Oh, Ryan up the inside, into the center S. Pushes his fellow American. And Haas Boomer gets that back through. And now Sam Steed has now got DRS. On Harry, did he try it on the inside? No, not quite.
Side by side on the outside. Oh,
no. Ryan's got a good exit though on Haas. Trying up the hill. Not quite able to do so. It's still very, very close between this top 3 now. I'm kind of think about it as if this was the safety car restart.
5 tenths in between them.
I know. Mental.
Can't count out Woodsy either. Woody's still in there if they keep fighting.
Woody's gaining as well.
Which
Ryan
means,
is now gaining on Haas Boomer.
oh lord, there could be about an 8-car train for the win here.
Oh, Sam they're really close, as is Riles. Ryan has now got past Haas Boomer. Oh, Haas Boomer tries to get the cutback though. Oh, he gets a brilliant cutback though round the outside. We're going on board with him. Sam's got through on Harry with relative ease. Side by side now. Haas Boomer's alongside Ryan into turn 4. Oh, Max there as well, and Mac gets a good exit. But Haas gets it through, and Ryan has now got Mac for company. Round the outside potentially, but nope, not quite close enough.
Woody's almost there on the top 3.
Indeed he is. It's
So
almost a 4-way battle now for this win.
So
That's
yeah,
just really good fun.
still could be about 8 cars in the train to try and go for this race win.
So Sam Steed is now making off. Meanwhile, here comes Raz now on Harry up around the outside. We've gone to the inside, I should say. And Raz gets through on his championship rival. Meanwhile, we got double moves there as Haas pushes Ryan off. Meanwhile, Breakout, he gets ahead of Mac, and here comes Breakout now on Ryan. Ryan squeezes him. It's going to almost go 3 wide now as Ryan is now trying it around the outside of Haas Boomer. Haas Boomer now pushes him off, which now allows Breakout to have a go. It's a really good fight. Oh, Ryan's got to give it the space. Doesn't quite round on the outside.
So close.
But Breakout stays there. This 25% race that's done wonders, because the amount of battles we're getting is insane.
Yep, absolutely agreed. As I think there's gonna be a
Raz has now dropped off Sam.
As Riles is struggling to keep within the second.
Sam has got some mad pace, as does Harry.
So does Sam Steed.
Ryan tries up the inside of Haas Boomer again.
Haas Boomer
into the centre S.
Haas Boomer's pace has been electric too.
Good exit, but he's just not able to get out. Ryan now ducks to the inside.
Aston gets
and
closer
Ryan now
too.
gets that one. Finally up into 5th. But Raz is now gaining on Sam, but I think Sam has probably less downforce than Raz does.
We'll have to have a look, as there's a third of this race gone already on part 2.
Well, technically it should be, how many laps? Should be 24 laps gone, so it should be 2/3 of the way through the race.
Yeah, but we're talking about part 2 then.
I know. Raz now trying to gain on Sam. laps are a bit quicker because they got less fuel. Hasboomer now gaining on Ryan. Again. Breakout's really close. He's almost pushing.
Oh,
Hasboomer through the center S.
Woodsy is getting closer. He's definitely there with them now.
Here comes Hasboomer out to the outside of Ryan again. Side by side with the two Americans. Ryan's round. He's been spun by Hasboomer. So Ryan, after starting on pole, his race has just gone down the drain.
That is pretty much
All side by side with him, and Raindrop now. He's got Raindrop for company now.
That is such a shame, because we've heard how much Ryan's wanted his win. So.
But he's just had no luck. He's just no luck in the races for the past 2 rounds. He crashed in Abu Dhabi, and now he's been spun by another driver in Brazil. Here comes Riles now, another personal best. Harry and Woodsy in already. So are they going to the softs now already? Yes, they are.
Wow.
Okay.
Wouldn't expect that
kind
in
of
a
early.
25% race. As
Hasboomer and Breakout are also in.
Mac will like to use this clean air to catch up to the cars in front.
Yeah. So Raz and Sam have now been left on their own. They are really close to one another. Woodsy gets a 3 second. Do Sam and Raz come in now? No speeding pens.
Is in so by extending another lap, are they gonna do themselves any good?
So Ryan now takes the net. Ryan now takes a he inherits the lead. Here comes Harry now, out of the pits, and has Harry got in front of both of them? Yes, he has. He has made the undercut work as Woodsy and Sam. I don't think Sam expected Woodsy to be there, and Woodsy now's on the back of Harry. Woodsy then now he's going for the on track lead, but it's not legit. As that undercut worked an absolute treat for Harry and Woodsy.
Halfway of this race gone now, and this is an absolute treat. This.
I know. And they are almost a pit stop ahead of Ryan and HC Raindrop. Damn. That cannot be a good feeling for Ryan. Unless what he's trying to do is, unless he's trying to hold up the rest of the pack to help his teammate. All side by side between Riles and Sam.
He might go for fastest lap.
Round the outside goes Riles. He momentarily gets that one done. Both drivers are going to have DRS, and Sam has got that one back. Wow, this is great stuff.
Yeah, it is.
They're almost a pit stop ahead of Ryan now. They're now approaching the Mercedes. Meanwhile, still a fearsome 4-way battle for this lead, as Sam Steed gets very close to the back of Woodsy. Of course, we are talking about legit battle for second between Sam and Riles. Mickey now he's lost a few positions. Ryan, he surely has to pit soon, because I don't think his tyres are going to last for much longer. No, he still doesn't pit, so he's trying to stick it out there, even though he's about a second slower than these guys are. Riles now trying it on Sam, but Sam trying it on Woodsy. Going into turn 1. 8 laps to go. And he's trying it now. Does Sam try it up the inside of Woodsy? No, not quite. But Woodsy is still sticking ahead of Harry now. As now, of course, they've caught up to Ryan. So the other Mercedes could now influence this.
Yeah,
Just wants to help his teammate now.
Yeah, Ryan will probably hold up the pack to make sure his teammate can come through. So yeah, he's backing him up.
I don't know how long he'll be able to hold on though, because Harry's got a lot more pace than Ryan does. Ryan, he can't be dirty, but he can try and defend. Oh, he was weaving a bit. Oh, to the outside goes Sam Steed on Woodsy. Woodsy pushes him off ever so slightly. Of course, Harry needs to get past the Mercedes in front of him. Whoa, Ryan moves across now. Harry, I think he gets past though. He's got nothing. Ryan has got nothing on that grip, and he is now. Oh, this is close. Ryan now, he finally decides to get out of the way. He almost hits the wall in the process. So clearly that strategy has not worked out for Ryan, and I don't think he's going to be scoring hardly any, if any, points in this race. Still 6 laps to go though, and we've got still an incredible fight for first between Harry, Sam, and Riles. I don't think Harry's won since. I don't even know.
Hungry.
I don't think he's won since Japan.
Nah, it's Hungary.
Round 2.
Hungary.
Oh yeah, Hungary. To the outside now goes Sam. He's got to make sure he tries to get past that Red Bull. But again, oh yeah, Ryan is now finally in. But Sam is trying his absolute best to get past the Red Bull in front, which Woodsy is trying to keep. He's almost using Harry in order to keep Sam and Riles behind him. Oh, Sam is almost pushing Woodsy now through 6 and 7.
Riles
This is yeah. This is a this is without a doubt a titanic final race.
Yeah, this has been great all season from Tier 3, and you've got to respect it. They've given many battles along the way. You've got to thank thank Riles for the domination that he's done, and also thank everyone else in the tier for racing so well over the course of the season.
Oh, here comes Woodsy now on Harry. He's really close to the back of the Alpha, but he's not quite able to do so. And of course, he's not technically fighting these guys because he has a 3 seconds. Breakout is now ahead of Hasboomer down into turn 4, and he now gets the Alpha. Aston now gets that one done. But to be honest, it will be major advantage Mercedes in the combined. But of course, we still have Tier 2 where McLaren have been the dominant force.
Yep. And in Tier 4
it's been about the same.
You've got Mercedes with my brother and Clarkson, and McLaren with Hasboomer and
oh, Woodsy trying to go up the inside of Harry. Into centre S, 4 laps to go. Hasboomer now gets back past Breakout. Here comes Woodsy now on Harry. Does he try it up the inside? He's going to go for it up the inside. Into turn 4, and Woodsy is now through into an on-track lead, but this is of course not legitimate. Look how close Sam Steed now. This is of course for the legit lead, as Harry now hits the back of Woodsy, and that now could allow Sam Steed. It's a three-way fight for this win, and whoever gets this will be incredibly well deserved, because incredible racing from all these guys. But Sam now is trying his absolute best to get past the Alpha in front of him, and Sam now he activates his ERS, and so does Harry. But Harry now he's of course got DRS on Woodsy now, as Thrasher is now out.
I think he's hit the wall.
Yeah, his car's not moving. Sam Steed is so close to the back of Harry, as is
Yeah,
Riles.
he's hit the wall.
Yeah, I thought he might retire on track. Here comes Riles now to the inside of Sam Steed into turn 4. Not quite able to do so, but Riles gets a good exit on the Brit. Does he try and have a go? No.
Riles
2.5 laps to go.
If he wants to win this race, then he
4
needs
drivers
to
within a second. 4 drivers within a second. Could you have asked for a better race? Could you ask for a better ending for Tier 3 than this? I don't think so.
It's been a great season.
This is absolutely amazing.
This is wonderful.
Does Sam go for it now on Harry? He's run out of ERS ever so slightly. Harry now to the outside of Woodsy.
He goes very
wide. That's the opportunity Sam was waiting for, and he's now through. Side by side for seconds between these two, the two championship rivals going at it on the second to last lap, and Riles is now through for seconds.
Now, if Riles wants to get the record, he needs to go after Sam Steed immediately. He's got no ERS though, so he needs to do it down to pure pace. If he wants to win this race,
Sam Steed is so close to the back of Woodsy though. This could honestly be a run to the line. This could honestly be a run to the line with how close this is.
As these guys, as the bell is ringing, as they are approaching the final lap of GSR.
This ain't athletic, Rick.
I know, might as well. It's like a bell.
Here comes Sam now on Woodsy to the outside.
Sam Steed takes the lead.
Oh, not quite. Side by side, and Sam now finally gets it, but Woodsy gets a great exit on the outside. But Riles now, he also gets a good exit, but Sam of course now will not have any DRS. And here comes Riles now to the outside. Woodsy now goes to the outside. And Riles is round. As a result, Woodsy, he pushed it too far, and that is a very unfortunate. And Has Boomer now is on the podium.
Breakout P4.
But all of a sudden, it has come undone. In Woodsy just, I don't know who's at fault there, but I think Woodsy just ever so slightly turned in on him. Woodsy was a little bit too aggressive.
This is the worst way that Riles would have wanted to end this championship winning season.
I know, but here comes Sam Steed now. This is going to be his second win of the season. He of course won in Mexico, but in dominant fashion. He's going to win in much more dramatic circumstances this time. Sam Steed then wins the final race of Tier 3 Season 6. Harry then in second, and it's going to be a run to the line, but it's only just going to be House Boomer for P3. P4 will be Breakout, P5 will be Riles, P6 will be Mac, P7 will be Woodsy, P8 will be Ryan, P9 will be Raindrop, P10 will be LH Mercedes, P11 will be Mickey, and P12 will be Sam. But I got to tell you, McLaren in Tier 2 will be rubbing their hands with that result.
Yep, and that is the end of Tier 3. What a season.
Season 6, yeah.
That is a brilliant season.
It's a fantastic ending.
Yeah.
And it was just very unfortunate that it had to end like that for Raz and Woodsy. But could you get the top 3 in? Because my God, was that a race!
Absolutely. Yeah. Just wow.
What an ending to that race. For all the technical difficulties we've been through this season, that I've got to tell you is how you end off a season. I mean, yeah. I still don't know how that happened, not gonna lie. Where is Sam?
I'm going.
Oh, it's such a shame for Raz and Woodsy. But of course Hasboomer took advantage of that to get the points for Ferrari. Where is he?
Yeah, I was on race director, so it first off.
There we go.
Congrats to all of you guys. I've got to go now.
Bloody hell. Yeah, see, but
see it.
Thanks for the season.
Yeah, congrats on congrats.
Oh boy. Where do I even begin with that race? Well, we'll start with Hasboomer then. 14th to 3rd. Not a bad result.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that as, it's unfortunate that I couldn't send forth, but, legged out of the lobby before it happened, so, I started in the back, but, it was a pretty decent draft by myself. I still have no clue what happens and how I'm on the podium, but, we'll just take this.
I think Raz and Woodsy crashed into each other, which was probably why you,
Yikes.
were here. But this, but this must give you confidence for tier. If you can get on the podium in tier 3, then who knows what you can do for tier 4.
Yeah. That's, I guess, the goal for tier 4 was the win, but there's always something that happens. But yeah, I the pace. I don't know before the restart, my first off stint was not good, but the next off stint was awesome. I loved my car and I was able to prevail on a DRS strategy against Breakout. So yeah, podium. We take those.
Yeah. And of course, your result in tier 4 is going to be crucial for McLaren in the combined. It's not quite as close as it was now. I think it's about 14, about 17, 18 points now for the lead. So it's still very close. But as I said, this must make you confident considering the stakes on the line for the combine.
Yeah, obviously, I got recruited by Jab in tier 1 before their ended, so just hopefully can get the best result for McLaren in tier 4, and we'll try and take a shot at the combined.
Yeah. Oh boy. So now we move on to Harry. What? I don't even know what to say, to be honest. It was a titanic fight between Sam, Woodsy, and Riles.
Yeah, it was a interesting race. The first half of it, I think, went pretty well. Tried to maintain the lead, but I just didn't have the ERS, so I was happy with the safety car, and then obviously unfortunate with the game that we had to restart. Got off the line quite well off the restart into P1. Again, tried to manage the race, tried to break DRS, but respect to Sam, he had really good pace that race. And I think if me and Woodsy wouldn't have pitted under the one lap earlier than the top 2, I don't think we would have had a chance at the win, to be honest, because DRS trains are so difficult to overtake in. You either got to be first or second. Me and Woodsy turned it from being 3-4 to 1-2. And then I tried to help Woodsy as much as I could because I knew penalty. So I knew if I had him in between me and Sam and Riles, that I had a good chance of the win. And then pushed on the grass at turn 1 down to P4, and then just fortunate with the Woodsy Riles incident. I think Woodsy sort of closed the door, but I'm sure the stewards will look at that in good time. So yeah, just took advantage of that and got the fastest lap as well to top it off.
Yeah, Woodsy was, well, very aggressive to say the least in that race. Do you reckon had he not have, you know, compromised your line into turn 1, you could have maybe beaten Sam for the victory?
I knew I had a good chance of the victory, but I had nothing really gained for this race, so there was no real pressure. So to be at the front leading the race at certain points in the race was out of the ordinary. I haven't done that for quite a while. So happy just to be back at the front. Yes, I could have got P1, but it's still a good result, and I still confirmed P2 in the drivers after that, which is all that I can really ask for.
Yeah. Alright then, so we will now move on to our race winner then, Sam Steed. You had it all with the other three. How does that one feel?
Well, it was those sort of races that you work hard for are always the sweetest. I mean, of course, what happened to Harry wasn't ideal in Riles, but he was doing it the whole race. He did it twice to me. I sort of expected it to happen to Harry, but he wasn't knowing of that happening. But I just think I had the edge on everyone, maybe like a tenth or two, which there was not a big gap, but it's enough. It's like you saw from the first part of the race before it got restarted, I was like closing so much on other people, especially that pass on the grass. That was something that I'd never expected to have done before. And then in the 25% race,
I forgot about that, not
Yeah.
gonna lie, because of how much
that
went
was
on.
wild. And then
Yeah.
in the 25% race, I sort of got jumped by Harry, but then I sort of held it round and got first. No, he stayed in front, then I overtook him. That's what happened. Already forgot. I'm not very good on lap ones, as you saw, but once I grew into it, it was quite nice. Everything went my way today. I mean, the strategy wasn't ideal. Woodsy was just moving erratically. I guarantee you Harry wishes he didn't help him that much now after what he did to him. But yeah, it was a fun, enjoyable race, but I just wish the DRS train wasn't such a stalemate that you could actually overtake.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be finished on F122. But honestly, I completely forgot that you started in 12th. Not gonna lie, on the if we take into account part 1 as well, and you know, from 12th on the grid, you made your way through, of course, with a phenomenal double pass on the grass, and you well, as I said, you must be happy with that. Of course, probably the best way possible to end a season with a drive like that.
Yeah, definitely. My aim was to stop Riles from winning his 7th race this season. I knew it all the time. I desperately didn't want him to do it because
It would have actually been his 8th.
8th.
FYI.
Okay, 8th.
Yeah.
Anyway, I knew that I've been similar pace, maybe if not better at some tracks, and I've just crumbled or got unlucky, got into incidents, stuff like that, like Abu Dhabi. You know, my time had to have come from my second win. Of course, my first win was a bit different. That was
Quite dominant.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it felt nice, but not as good as this because I had to work hard.
Yeah.
It was tense.
Oh, yeah. One final question for you and Harry, actually. Are you both returning for season 9?
Probably. It depends on timings, but most of likely.
Harry?
I may come back. I do have. I'm just finishing A level, so depends on my workload from getting a job. but I'm sure I'll find the time to at least reserve if I don't go full time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good to hear, guys. And what a spectacle you put on for the final race of the season. So that's it then from Tier 3 Season 6. We hope you guys enjoyed this phenomenal season. Of course, the championships were dominated by Mercedes and Rals, but that race could not have been a better end to what has been a fantastic 2 seasons on F1 2021. That's not it for Season 8 though, because we still have Tier 2 tomorrow at, it will be 6:30. It'll be ever so slightly earlier because of I think qualifying for Canada. So that will be at 6:30 UK or 1:30 EST, and then finally the final round of GSR Season 8 and of Tier 4 Season 4 on Sunday with myself and Ryan at 8:30. Sorry, no, 9 UK, or ever so slightly later because of the Canadian Grand Prix, and 4 PM EST. But for now, I've been Tier 8 F1. Lodgevic09 has been alongside me. Thank you guys for a fantastic Tier 3 Season 6, and we'll see you next time on F1 22 for Tier 3 Season 7. Goodbye.